They try to off my man.
Definitely did. I'm going live. Just hit the button. Sure you about to get the noti. Put the watch on.
They try to off my man.
Definitely. All right. Let's get it started.
They got a notification. Oh, man.
Yes, sir. Niggas is live. Niggas is live. Niggas is live. Oh wow. I'm fucking up. Let's get it started in here.
I'm just here for
Ah,
optics, baby. Just here for optics, man. I
what
don't
you
got too
talking
much
about,
on it.
man? We got two good games on the
My
board.
my soul was left in the Chiefs Kingdom at about 10, 11 o'clock on Sunday night, man. I'm just here for optics, bro. I swear.
What do you mean here for optics? This is What's the Line podcast, week 21, baby.
Just here for optics, baby.
Come on, man. That's
Ah,
down, man. We've been sharp, bro. We've been sharp.
not I.
Even I listened back. Keith had the best bet on the Bengals last week. He rolled with me. I was telling you guys. I was very upset with Rome. I was feeling away, like, you're gonna fade me, huh?
I
Didn't want
faded
to put the
you. I faded you too, guy.
yeah, but you stuck with your guys. You know, he's not even he hates the Titans, and I was like, what are you doing? All right. Look,
Facts.
you hate the Titans, you don't believe me? I'm so passionate right now. Oh, this is my best bet. I'm coming out the gate. He was like, nope. Like, all right, Rom. No chicken sandwich bet though. He didn't want it. So what's the line podcast? Week 21 conference championships. 4-1 on best bets last week. And I gave out a prop. I guess it wasn't a best bet, but I did get out Joe Burrow prop, passing yards. So listen, we're staying hot and we're gonna keep to it. Rome will be here soon. You know, he's always a thing. Where's Rome? I think I'm gonna bring that back for the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? All right. Week 21. Let me go to the Twitter, all that good stuff, and then I'll try to go live on the IG. Da, da, da. No, that's why I didn't tweet it out yet. Huh? Silly me. Silly me. How you feeling today, son? Oh yeah, you just a spectator. You just I'm feeling great though. I'm feeling great.
I mean, I'm back on that. Silly me for trying to just not fade the NFC West all season, and here we are. You know, someone's gonna represent the NFC coming out of the NFC West. Like silly me, you know. Silly us, guy. We was fading the Niners all year, man. You know what I mean? Like,
No. We was right. Listen, we
listen,
were
one game
right.
away, guy. They're back to what they were 2 years ago. I mean, like, yo,
Hey, I was on them in the right spots. I felt like, and I was off them in the spots that I needed to be. So I'm not mad at myself at the fort at all. Like,
silly me personally.
listen, man, championship pedigree, man. It's for real. It's really real.
Silly me for everything, bro. I'm just here for optics, babe.
Yeah, man. Think about that teaser, man. Knock the teaser out the park this week. How about that?
I could fade.
Telling everybody right now, you have to play my teaser this week. But you have to. Come on, 2 games, 4 options. You have to play my teaser this week. Come on, you got to do it.
I think I got a teaser.
I got a 3-way teaser too, plus money.
God, just 3-way. Yell at Rome all year. Now he
I
got
mean, come on. I mean, it's the end of the year. You know what come on. I mean, what you talking about? What are you talking about?
Hey man.
It's the very end of the year. All things are going down. So only but 2 games left. I can give him a regular minus 110 because you know me, I will shop. I get the best prices. I'll let your boy. And then I give him a plus money one too. I feel like I gave out wild card weekend. I gave out a plus money teaser. So I'm on it. I'm on it. All right, Sam. I think we can start it up. Rome will be here soon, so we'll go to him last. I'll maybe plug in how he's feeling, all that good stuff. Two games on the board. Oh, there he is. There he is, right on time. Oh, he's already Rome. He's already Rome.
Ready to go.
Dude, baby.
What's going on? What's going on?
Rome, let's you know what I mean. We gonna get right to it. I'm not even about to keep you here too long. We about to get right to it. Two games on the board, so let's start it up. The show is not started yet, and we're gonna plug the hell out these videos this week. It's gonna be a thing. So I'm not even worried about the live stream. We're gonna plug the hell out these videos, these clips.
What's going on? The live stream not working?
No, the live stream is working. I'm just saying, like, we got this short window. Usually we go for like an hour 15. People can catch it. We got this small window now.
Yo, Rome, never change, bro. Like never.
I just want to take advantage and let's get to it.
Man, in the bathroom today, man. What's going on?
No.
Well, adjustment, different laptop. I understand. I didn't have to rename it.
Never change, bro. Oh man.
All right, man. Let's go.
All right, let's go. Let's get it started. And we're back. Annie Up Consultant presents What's the Line podcast, week 21, conference championship time. Gentlemen, we're in a three-man weave here today. No Papa Keys. So it's just myself, your meticulous Mark P, your host here. Here with me, Rome, the people's champ. How you feeling today, Rome?
Ready to go. Championship weekend.
Ready to go. I don't know what was the teaser you had last week. I know you went 1-1 best bets because that under just got crazy with that Chiefs game. We know how that goes, but we were all over the Rams. You know, that was a double best bet, and let's see if we can do that again. The team up on the best bets in these playoffs. Salman back with us again. Week 21. How you feeling, man?
I'm here. It's been stated across many platforms that my soul is still in the Chiefs kingdom, but I'm here. You know what I mean? I'm here, man. Week 21. Let's get it, man.
All right, guys. Let's get it. All right. Thinking some other things. Oh, What's the Line podcast brought to you by anothergreatadventure.com. I know you guys will hear that in the intro, but always got to plug that in. Your premier agency for luxury travel. You guys want to go anywhere, get anywhere. It's the place to be. So I'm actually about to do some more with that soon. So stay tuned for that. Prop episode, Super Bowl episode coming in 2 weeks, 2 weeks from today. So that's going to be a thing. We're going to bring in the guy Paris, the prop god. We're going to get right to it, gentlemen. Only 2 games on the board this week. So let's get right into it. The who's playing for? Oh, silly me. The Cincinnati Bengals are at the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs are favored by 7, the full touchdown and the extra point, might I add. Total of 54.5. I'll give out some numbers. Bengals under the head coach Zach Taylor, 5-2 against the spread versus the AFC West. 13-7 against the spread as a road dog. I always talk about that. AFC West, NFC West, road dogs under their current regimes, all 60% or greater. And the Chiefs, 6-3 against the spread in the playoffs with Pat Mahomes, 29-25-2 against the spread after a win, 27-22-1 non-division games. Rome, start with you. What do you think about this game? Chiefs laying the 7.
I think you just start with the line here and just remember that the Chiefs played the Bengals in Cincinnati earlier this year. Chiefs laid 3.5 on the road, and that game was the closing line. Obviously, they ended up losing outright. So If you look at that line, you say what's that line on the neutral? That line went back, at 3.5. You had 3 for home field there. I guess you get it at what? Uh, what would that line be? Bengals what, -6.5? Or I'm sorry, Chiefs -6.5 on the neutral in that last game. If Bengals don't get 3.5 for it simply being at home.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, so -6 on the line earlier in the year in that game, and then you look at this game here, Chiefs get 3 for being at home, and the line on that neutral, obviously at 7, would mean that they would be laying 4 on the neutral. So it was saying that this Bengals team has gotten at least 2 points better on the line since they last played. So obviously they're giving respect for that last game when they get the win outright at home. I'm just not, I don't like laying 7 full touchdown, specifically in a championship game. But look at this game here. I think it could be different in the sense of, who's going to be able to keep up with Hill and Kelsey, in this matchup. I mean, nobody on the Bengals secondary, I think, can hold these guys. Bengals offense obviously is going to be able to score points, but I mean, we saw how easy it was for Mahomes to get points late in that game this past weekend. I see more of that in the same at Arrowhead this week. I think it's just going to be a different matchup as opposed to how it was earlier in the year in Cincinnati. So, I mean, a full touchdown, like I said, not too keen on loving to lay it. Probably look to play the Chiefs total team over there, just because I think they're going to be able to score points. But I'm not necessarily banking on that defense to show up. Matthew is questionable, and that defense was still susceptible, to the pass and Allen's attack last week. So, I'm not necessarily trying to lay 7 at home or on the road on this game. So I don't really want the points on either side. Just give me the team total there for the Chiefs. That's what I'm looking to play. Line at 54.5 and a touchdown. Team total somewhere near probably going to be 28. 28.5, somewhere in there. Probably around 28.5, 28 in the hook. I'll still take the over there. I think they'll get at least 30 points in this game at home.
All right. And Sound Man, what do you think about this game? Chiefs laying the 7, total of 54.5.
Pretty much had the same sentiments as Rome here. I'm not a fan of this 7 number. But I do think plenty of points will get scored here. This guy Jamar had 3 tugs the last time they played. We just saw Gabe Davis do whatever he wanted to do against this secondary. Obviously, we saw the Kelseys and the Ty Hills do whatever they wanted to. The number 1 ranked defense last week. So I think a lot of points are going to be scored here. I like the over period, not just the Chiefs. I like over the 54.5. I'm not going to touch that 7 at all. This is unlike me to not choose the side here, but I got nothing for the side. I'm really just loving the over for the total game. So,
all right, for me, I just lean with the Chiefs minus the 7. I know they're sort of in a revenge spot. However, I mean, I wanted to talk about it. What happened? What happened in the second half when these two teams played each other a few weeks back? Like, is there any opinions?
Well, I think it was really what happened in the first half as opposed to what happened in the second half. I think, the Chiefs showed that they could, get points early in that game, but they struggled to finish drives. And then at the end of the game, it came down to what the Chiefs – I thought that really was a game that the Chiefs lost. I mean, on the road, they were playing well. And then, they ended up in a position where they have to score points late in that ball game, and they can't do it. But, I mean, at some point in that game, you could have – I definitely would have thought – Chiefs would have came out with that win at halftime. So for that game, the way it flipped in that matchup early in the year, it just leads me to say, Bengals can definitely score points late. And that's why I'm not too keen on laying 7 here. Bengals can score late. How are you going to get margin, at home? So I'm not banking on a Chiefs defense that's been susceptible to the pass. That's just where it comes down to where I can't play a side on this one.
Yeah, and I'm looking at that was week 17. And yeah, I mean, the total game that was 34-31. Cincinnati won, but I mean, the Chiefs only scored 3 points in the second half. So I don't think they just, I don't know why. I mean, offensively, they're supposed to score more. So that's why I was really just thinking, like, what happened in that game? Why do I feel a certain way about this team, specifically in the second half? That's what usually, you figure out a team, something's working, and then they just couldn't really make much happen. But I mean, Sal, man, any thoughts on that though? What happened?
as far as like what happened for the Chiefs, I don't know. I think what happened, I mean, I vividly remember watching this game. I think this was like I'm putting my big boy pants on for Joe Burrow. We all know Joe Burrow was great, right? But like watching that game,
Did we? I mean, you guys went against him last week. I was the lone wolf. I mean, me and Keith.
I mean, just because I
All
go
right, I
against you
throw
don't mean
that
you're
in there.
great, you know what I mean? But we all know he's a good quarterback, right? We all know he's been in these spots before. But I remember watching that game, and like we said, the Chiefs came out there 28 points in the first half, but it's like Burrow was kind of eating this, like he was eating them, and then like second half, obviously, like I said, Jamar and him just were going crazy. But like in that first half, despite 28 getting thrown on him quick, like he was like, all right, I'm still about to be here. I'm still about to throw this rock, and eventually did put up 450 in the four tugs. Obviously, got the win in the second half. So I think this, more so to me, I think this just was a game. It was like, we're here, Bengals. I'm a really good quarterback. I'm going to be having to be reckoned with going forward versus anything it was for the Chiefs for me. So I think it was more of a statement game for the Bengals than the Chiefs. So I'm
Yeah, I
super
mean,
a fan of also, it's hard to beat a team twice. That's usually my spiel. So,
yeah,
here we
that's
go.
the fans fan, sound man. But I mean, I really just wanted to think about that. I mean, I was looking at the game surrounding that. The week before Cincinnati played Baltimore, and Joe Burrow went crazy during that game. But the week before that, I mean, the same week Pittsburgh played Kansas City. We knew Kansas City went crazy. And then the week before that, Kansas City had a Thursday night game, which went into overtime against the Chargers. So I mean, I really don't know what happened there, but I mean, it just kind of makes you wonder, like, did they like figure something out defensively that gave them problems? I did want to point out that the Bengals, I mean, against competent quarterbacks since December, Justin Herbert, threw for 317 passing yards. Jimmy G threw for 296. Josh Johnson threw for 304. I actually like Johnson. He be throwing the ball. Carr threw for 310. Mahomes threw for 259 in that game. 35 passing attempts. I wanted to go over his passing total, but I was just a little unsure. So I don't know. I don't know if they figured something out. I would definitely be live betting it, and it's definitely in the teaser window because we always got to give that gentleman. All right. So it looks like a lot of leans, no best bets or plays there yet. But all right, next game on the board, last game on the board. Grand opening, grand closing. 49ers are at the Rams. Rams laying 3.5. 49ers have won this game the last six times against the Rams. 49ers against the spread, 4-1 against the playoffs under Kyle Shanahan. 18-9 against the spread as a road dog under that same span, while the Rams division games 19-12-1 under Sean McVay, which is all since 2017. Sound man, I'll start with you. NFC West, what do you think about this game? Total of 47, 3.5 is the number.
Just want to tell the listeners, as I told you before we started recording, silly me. We all know I was big fan of the NFC West, and I haven't backed them all year. But silly me, here we go. Somebody in the NFC West is representing the NFC in the Super Bowl. So silly me.
Got off the train.
Yeah, I definitely got off. I like the 49ers plus 3.5 here. I was looking at the 6 games in a row that Shanahan has beat these Rams, and it's either been a game of like you're losing by like 10 or more, or it's a 3-point game here. So here we go. We got 3.5. I don't think this is going to be any type of blowout situation. Saw what the Rams did last week, up big, and just let teams come back in the game. Granted, it's Tom Brady, but I mean, they've done this all year. So I don't think this is going to be a blowout situation of any standard. I think this will be a game that'll come down to a kick. And at that point, you got to win by 3.5 or more to cover, which is less than that kick. So it's going to be a good game, Sunday night game. That's really all I got for it. I think the 6-0 stops here, or 6 straight stops here. McVay get over the hump. Let's get a NFC Championship game in LA, and let's get the Super Bowl in LA for the Rams. So, but I love the Niners plus 3.5 here on the road.
All right. Sounds like that could be a possible sound man special. Ron, what do you think about this game?
Yeah, only thing I got for this one is Rams 3.5 here. That's the only way I could play this game. Not taking the 3 points. Rams are up 17-0 when these guys played a couple weeks ago. Took the foot off the pedal and then kind of lost that game in overtime at home. That was obviously sad. The 49ers said, there's issues with tickets and whatnot and getting their fans in the stadium this week. So, we'll see what happens in terms of home field advantage. I think it was definitely a lot of red fans in there this past, 2, 3 weeks ago when they played. I think the read some that said the LA Rams are just like not selling tickets to guys from San Francisco or anywhere not in the LA area. So we'll see if that playoff atmosphere actually shows up for the first time in SoFi and see what happens with the Rams here. But I'm laying it. That's the only way I could play it. 3.5 here against a team that they just lost to in overtime. Lost to 6 times in a row. All those trends, those things I like to fade. So I'm going against that 4-1 Kyle Shanahan in the postseason ATS record. And I like McVay and the boys here to cover by 1 by 4 and go to the Super Bowl for this one.
All right, with me, I actually have a best bet in this game. My best bet is on the under 47, the flat 47 with no hook. Rome, I thought you were going to be on this one, but yeah, I like this under here. We know what Rome talks about with the flat numbers with no hook. I would just like to go under this total. Since 2019, these teams have played 6 times. The under is 4-2 in that time frame, and that's including the overtime game. Overtime equal extra period. A couple weeks back. So I like the under here. Best bet for me, under the 47 points. I think both teams will try to establish the run, and although they may not be able to run much, they're going to stick to their game plan, try to create that play action pass, and really not try to get too crazy. So, and then defensively, both teams are stacked. So I like the under here, 47. Best bet from me, the January 26, 2022. But I got another play in this game as well. So I was just looking at props over Rome, you talked about like some props possibly. We know we got the prop guy coming on in a couple weeks for our Super Bowl episode. But I also gave it out in the notes. I know Rome, you probably don't even have that in front of you. It's like what notes, 2 games.
I do.
But yeah, with the email, I just noted that George Kittle, tight end of the San Francisco 49ers, you're looking for a prop bet right now. I like his prop bet under 52.5 yards. So his last how many games is this? 1, 2, 3. His last 5 games, he had last week 4 for 63 against a Packers team that has been susceptible to the tight end all year. Just look at their numbers. The Mark Andrews, all those guys went off against them. But before then, 1 for 18 against Dallas, 5 receptions for 10 yards in week 18 against the Rams. 1 for 29, and then he also had a 2 for 21 performance. So George Kittle, he's been, the guy that, plays more so that hoorah. We know he blocks well, and we know he likes to take contact as well. But these are about late in the season. It's about winning games, not getting stats with the San Francisco 49ers team. And I think the Rams have been susceptible to passing yards. So I want to talk about that as well. I'm just getting in my prop bag here. All right. So the Rams against, let's just go like the teams that they played since December. They played the Jaguars, 16 completions for 145 yards. Trevor Lawrence, we know. 32 completions for 383 for Kyler Murray. We know last week, Tom Brady, he threw for over 300 yards. We know who it is. It's Brady, right? The week before that, they kind of just crushed Kyler Murray, first playoff performance. I personally, all right, I'll tuck that in. 316 to Jimmy G the last week of the season. 197 to Huntley, who is now Josh Johnson. Josh Johnson was the throwing quarterback between the two. 315 to Cousins. Only 156 to Russ and those Seahawks. So, but I just think this team is susceptible to throwing the ball. Jimmy G, his passing yards right now is like 220.5, 110 to 114 both ways is even. So I think you could have some on the over. Jimmy G apparently off the injury list with the shoulder. It's still just the hand, I guess. So he's feeling a little healthier. I think you can get some value with the over Jimmy G passing yards. So did want to give all that out. And you guys got any more for these games before we get into the last part of the show?
I just wanted to piggyback on your under. I do like that total on the under. I think that's as low as it'll get. I mean, as high as it'll get.
That it
Um,
is.
I don't think. I mean, you look at the last three games that they played against each other. Specifically, the last one that obviously went, near this total. So, playoff game in division. That's really all you have to say to want to tend to play this under. So I do like that under 47 play.
Is that a double best bet? Can we do it again? 3 weeks in a row?
I can double best bet
All
that. I can
right, double best bet. We did it again, baby. When Rome and I in the playoffs so far, undefeated on double best bets. At least double. We had a triple best bet in there. All right, guys. Tease me picks. Talk to me. What y'all think about this one? I actually got a couple. I got a 2 team, and I can give out a 3 to 4 team as well. But Salman, you want to start out? You want me? Let me know.
Yeah, I'm literally gonna take. I'm gonna tease down the unders in both the games. Simple as that.
All right, so you're gonna do under 60.5 for the Bengals Chiefs and under 53 for 49ers Rams.
Yeah.
All right. Ron, what do you got?
I'll tease down the Chiefs and I'll tease up the total on the 49ers at 47. I'll tease that up to 53 on the under, and I'll tease the Chiefs down the money line. Well, -1.
All right. Rome, if you got some more for me, if you want to do some more legs, we can get Mixie this week. All right. My 2 team, always gotta have it. I'm gonna go the over the what's that 46. I'm gonna go the over the 46.5 for Bengals Chiefs. And I will also take the 49ers plus the 9.5. And then if you want to go 3 team plus money, I will also throw in the Chiefs, just at a pick 'em or -1. And then you also want to get a little mixy 4 team, boost it up a little bit, tease the under of the 49ers Rams. So there's a lot of ways you could do that. There's a lot of ways to still make money. We talk prop bets, we talk regular lines. So, but yeah, Rome, you got any more for me?
No, I mean, I would
You
tease
don't have
the
another
over.
leg?
I
You?
don't. I don't like doing. I don't. No. That just sounds greedy to me on the 4-leg teaser. What's
I'm
3-leg teaser payout? 150.
3-leg.
3-leg teaser. What's that? 150?
3-leg payout about 140, 138. I've seen 140.
Okay.
I gave out 3-leg for the wild card weekend. I think that was 137 teaser. So
Well, my favorite angles this week will be playing the futures on the Chiefs right now to win the Super Bowl at plus 130. So I just wanted to talk about that right quick in terms of props going forward. I obviously like the Chiefs this week to win, and then I like them to win in the Super Bowl. It's a way to get a head start on them being favored in both games. You just get both money lines basically on the Chiefs at plus 130. And that's just the one angle that I want to play here in the futures market. So you only get this weekend to play it, and then basically it's saying that you want Chiefs to win the Super Bowl, and you get them at plus 130, like I said, on both money line games that have been this weekend and the Super Bowl. So they'll be favored in both games. So it's in somewhat I see value in that.
all right. So would you? While we're talking, would you consider that as that a best bet from you? We know we got.
That's a best bet. Yeah,
Chiefs
sure
to win the Super Bowl, and then we got the double best bet on the 49ers Rams under 47. And that's it for Salman special. What you got for us?
We're done. We're done for the year.
We're done for the year. You don't know if we're done for the
I'm
year.
not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
You don't know. It could be Bengals 49ers in the Super Bowl. You got no idea if we're done for the year. All right.
Salman special is done.
All right, that's it. That was a good pod, gentlemen. We made some things happen. Going to stop streaming. Appreciate anyone out there that checked us out. Once again, What's the Line podcast, week 21, brought to you by anothergreatadventure.com. We'll see you all in 2 weeks. The big Super Bowl prop episode. I might have some confetti. I might have some prizes, some dances, some little people. You never know.